What if I told you there was one card you could add to your gold card to beat out like any other trifecta or quadfecta or whatever combinations these us YouTubers are making up these days? And it doesn't even come with an annual fee. Extra bonus. And no, it's not the Blue Business Plus or Preferred card. The card that doesn't the card that doesn't, basically have any annual fee, and it's a business card and it comes with 2x points. That card is not the Blue Business card that gives you the points, right? So you don't even need to have a business to actually have this card. Another bonus. And no, you might think I'm like trolling or this is like clickbait or something, but no, it's an actual card and it'll beat out any trifecta or quadfecta you can think of. And I'm gonna reveal it and I'm gonna break it down and show you why this duo of cards is like the best thing smoking. Let's talk about it. What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to Mike's Travels and Cents, where I go over points and travel strategies, and more importantly, how not to go broke while enjoying it all. And if that sounds good to you, consider subscribing to the channel so you don't miss future content like this. And if you find some value in this video, drop me a like to let me know. But with all that out of the way, let's get into the video. Now, if you watch my video on why the gold card is the only annual fee credit card you need, you may have actually remembered me alluding to this card. So to not waste any time and not build up any hypertension or anything like that, I'm just gonna go ahead and say what it is. It's the cashback Rakuten Visa card. That's right, and don't get fooled by the whole cashback title and the name of the card. If you watch my Rakuten video, I know I'm like shamelessly plugging all of my videos right now. If you watch my Rakuten video, you'll know that you can actually earn membership reward points with Rakuten. Therefore, this card is a no annual fee Visa card that earns membership reward points. I know that's pretty crazy to actually be saying out loud, but that's what it is. It's just crazy that this card actually exists. So what we're going to do in this video is really just go over this card, some of the benefits, the drawbacks, how it looks paired with the gold card, as you know, this duo, and then how it can be, this duo can become a trio, and how it just crushes the rest of these trifectas and quadfectas and all of that stuff. Let's get into it. So let's start by looking at the benefits of this card. And I know everything in print on the site and everything says cashback, but just know that I'm looking and will be referring to this card for its membership rewards earning, aspect. And so as mentioned earlier, this card carries no annual fee, has a sign-up bonus of 10,000 membership reward points with no minimum purchase required, and it earns 3x membership reward points on qualifying purchases made through Rakuten's online shopping portal. And these qualifying purchases also include in-store cashback offers that participate in US stores, Rakuten hotels, and Rakuten Travel. These purchases, however, do not include Rakuten Dining, Gift Card Mall, Raise.com, and giftcard.com purchases. So for the next group of benefits, it actually kind of depends on your credit score when you apply for this card. And that's because there's two versions of this card. It's very subtle. There's the Visa Infinite and then there's the Visa Platinum. Obviously the Visa Infinite is a little bit more, top tier. It won't really impact the way the card earns points or anything. It really just comes down to your credit limit that you'll get when you apply for the card, and whether you'll get that travel accident insurance. I think that's what it is. Yeah, travel accident insurance. All right, so now we got that out of the way. Now let's kind of look at some of the drawbacks to this card. And the first one, which may be significant, reasonably so to some people, is the way that Rakuten, by extension, its credit card, dishes out the membership reward points. So they do it on a quarterly system. So you'll only be getting points from Rakuten and thereby from your Rakuten Visa card every 3 months, which can be a little annoying, understandably, because this means you can't just access your points that you earn, in a given period as quickly as you would normally with a regular credit card. But, can't win them all. The next thing is actually the way that, you kind of have to stay on top of Rakuten when it comes to giving you your cash back, which is, again, not something you usually have to worry about when it comes to credit cards. But this is because, I don't know how Rakuten structures all of their partnerships, but basically you just have to make sure that the vendors are cooperating with Rakuten so you can get your points. And this really just means when you purchase something with your card, you're gonna have to like check the website to make sure it's being posted within a timely manner, because sometimes you'll have to open a dispute, which I've had to do a couple times, and the customer service has been pretty good. And I've always gotten the cashback or membership reward points that I was supposed to have. And then the last big drawback with this card is actually the way that you don't get points or anything for taxes. So, usually when you buy something and it comes with taxes on top of like the retail price, you get points on all of that as a package. But with Rakuten, you only get points on the actual retail price. So that means, in some cases, it's going to be significantly less points than you would actually get if you were using a regular card. So one of the first big benefits to having these cards together is the fact that you can use the Visa card places where American Express isn't usually accepted, which automatically compensates for one of the biggest drawbacks to usually just using American Express, is the fact that it's not accepted everywhere. So now that problem is solved. You can earn membership reward points everywhere now. The next thing is, as I mentioned earlier, the Rakuten Visa card doesn't offer the 3x stack to Rakuten Dining. So Rakuten partners with restaurants and stuff, right? But you can't get the 3x points for Rakuten Dining. But you can just use your American Express Gold card and actually get 9x, because you can stack the 4x that you get from your card on top of the 5x that you get from Rakuten. Boom, 9x at restaurants. So you're already seeing how powerful this duo is and how they can really compensate for each other's weaknesses. You're earning anywhere from 4 to 9x on restaurants and a minimum of 3x on travel. So you get the 3x for airfare purchased directly from your Gold card, not to mention all of the OTAs that Rakuten is partnered with, which means you can get a minimum of 3x at all of your hotels, on certain flights, because those can stack. It just gets crazy. So can any other trifecta beat this duo, or the trio if you throw in the Blue Business Plus card? Nope, I don't really think so. You have Chase's trifecta, which largely depends, like the biggest multiplier in that trifecta is the 5x category on the Chase Freedom, but that's a rotating category and it caps out at $1,500, meaning assuming you can find some use in every category, it's still capping you at $1,500. And if not, you're dropping by 25% of usefulness out of this card every quarter. It doesn't work for me. And not to mention that, but you're pretty much stuck choosing between the Sapphire Reserve, the Sapphire Preferred, and the Ink Business Preferred. You get the Preferred, and yes, the annual fee is lower, but it's not competing with the multipliers of this duo or trio we're talking about here. You get the Reserve, and yeah, the multipliers in travel can compete, but that annual fee is way up there. You get the Preferred, and it's definitely not touching the multipliers. It's just not. And then you look at City's trifecta, and that annual fee of, what is it, $340? No, it's not. And the multipliers in the City setup are actually pretty good, but they're just not competing with the American Express Gold card and the Rakuten card and the Blue Business Plus. You're earning a minimum of 2 points everywhere, and then it only goes up to there. Sometimes you're earning 9x points, as we mentioned earlier, at restaurants. It just blows those trifectas out of the water. But what do you guys think? Am I missing something, or is this really the monster duo that I think it is? Shout out to the One Piece people, the monster trio. Anyway, am I missing something? Just leave a comment in the comment section below, because I want to know what you guys thoughts are. I just want to know if I'm like just blowing this way out of proportion, or if I'm on the mark with these two cards. So yeah, if you're not already a member of Rakuten, I will be leaving my referral link in the below. Usually if you make a qualifying purchase of $25 or more, you can earn $25. But right now there's a promotion going on, and you can actually earn $30 with a qualifying purchase. So yeah, if you want, there's a referral link in the comment section below. And yeah, that's all I have for this one. But as always, if you found some value in this video, you should definitely drop me a like to let me know. And if you want to be sure to catch more content just like this in the future, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you're notified when I do upload. And remember, the only thing more valuable than your points is your money, and the only thing more valuable than your money is your time. But until next time, peace.